Super Mario Maker 2 episode. Today is Year 4, Month 5, halfway through the year already. Here we get to show off all of the really difficult and fun levels that make it to the proudest levels of this month. This was once again a very strong month, with some very strong contestants for the year video. Thank you everyone for your time and patience watching me get through these hard levels. I hope you enjoy these lists as much as I appreciate making it. Now, without any further ado, let's find out what the top list of this month is. Number 12. Okay, hopefully I just magically get there. I think I actually clutched a bunch of stuff. Which might be hard to actually call clutching, because I don't think it was particularly hard, but I usually don't read things properly. In that time, or that run, I did read a bunch of stuff properly. This is super fun though. Dun, 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 dun. I just have to wait for it to hit the wall first. That's what I did by mistake that other time. We're gonna get this one up for no reason again. Hey, welcome Feral Dalek. Welcome to the stream. There we go. I was telling Battle, congrats for your placement in the last month. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why it felt so off. I felt like it went against the whole premise it set up in the first three movies. This first one, Woody has to tell Buzz is a toy, and then it's reversed the second time. And the third one, they have to remind all the toys that they're toys, regardless of going to the daycare. Okay, come on, please do the thing. Oh no! Okay. Oh my gosh, we finally made it! In that shell. I am Mrs. Nesbit! I remember that part. Toy Story 1. There we go! Yay! That was a fun level. So did he get a D20 then? I feel like a D20 would just be fun to have, even if you don't play D&D. Yes, I can see Link. Oh, just barely caught up. Yay! CP! Okay. Yahoo! That's really cool. It's a very specific sound that probably be helpful in a lot of songs. Oh, I felt like I was a little too far to the right there. We will take it though. Oh my gosh, we finally did it. Oh, I feel like I made that level look way harder than it was. I think the clear rate was close to 1%. I probably decreased it. I feel like that's true for a lot of Squink levels. I really like them, but for some reason I'm like worse on average at them. Number 10. With B-Catch, like, one hand up, and then the other one is just going... Oh no. Maybe it's because of my own emote that I thought it looked funny, but when I saw it, it made me laugh. Okay.
There we go. That felt normal, although I still have ways to go. Oh gosh, I'm dead again. Oh no, we're good. I think it slowed down, actually. I feel like I shouldn't really be struggling on this level as much as I am so far. But the good thing is, it is a fun level, so it doesn't matter. Okay. And this is going to jump up or something? Oh no, there's a spring! Aha! Look at that. Barely read that in time. That might be true. Let's see. Well, because for Nintendo, like, the only competition would be Mario Maker 2, and if people didn't see it was different enough, they would just keep playing Mario Maker 2 and not get Mario Maker 3. But eventually Nintendo can just be like, alright, and we're killing the Mario Maker 2 servers, so you'll eventually have to move over to 3 anyway. But I still feel like they'd probably add in Wonder. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard for them to do, like, looking at the way that the game was designed, and I guess this is probably true for all the games that they have, but it seems like it'd be reasonably straightforward to turn into something that could be made, or turn to a Maker game. Okay, let's not jump here in a weird way again. There we go. Wait a little bit. Grab this, throw it, go in the pipe. There we go. Is this the end or CP? There we go. I made that way harder than... Oh, no, give it to me! Oh. I made that way harder than it needed to be. Whoop. Yay!
Number 9.
Alright. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Lucky. Much appreciated. Okay. Ah! I got stuck. Okay. We got a key. There's a present. Okay. I just feel like I did something wrong, but we're so far okay, hopefully. Oh! So we can get this coin. What does this do? Nothing that I can tell. Maybe I'm reading into this section too much. Okay, what if I go in this door? Before... Hey, we got it! And has this been approved in Team Champ yet? Oh yeah, you can do that a lot more straightforwardly. Oh, that was close. Okay, CP2, maybe? Oh, Merry! Yay! We even have the colored pipes. Merry Christmas! Woo! Oh! Let's see, does that have an effect? Do I go in the door now? Nope. Maybe there's hidden blocks there or something.
Number 8.
It looks like it might be easier than I originally thought. Oops, not this one. Okay, well I guess we can attempt this. You beat it? I did! I did in fact clear it! I think the last section took me 10 minutes. I had my my child Switch, and I rebuilt the Nye and what comes directly after that. Okay. Yay! I was actually really worried about this. You beat what? I did beat the Fox level. I did.
Number 7.
Okay. There we go, just use down there again. Phew, that was close. Okay. This is fortunately a forgiving part, even though it really shouldn't be hard. Okay. But that part is sort of forgiving too. Okay, last time I didn't bother trying to time the Galoomba at all. Ho ho, that was close. So, according to Fox, it's smarter to do that. Okay. There we go. What's in the door? Are we at the end? Yay! That shouldn't have taken me nearly as long as it did. Holy cow.
Number 6.
And so far I've come nowhere near close to beating this. Did the 1-ups end up being necessary for, to make it so you couldn't somehow run past in the beginning? How am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm currently still on break, which is nice. And one of my monitors that I had for over a decade, I think, bugged out, so I was going to get a new one to replace it, but there was some big sale on monitors, so I ended up getting 2 for the price that I was expecting to get 1. So now I have a 3-monitor setup, which is pretty cool. Now I'm not getting an opening here. Oh, there was a small opening. Yes! We did it! Oh my gosh! Crazy!
Number 5.
I had another time where, oh wait, there's one time I did that and it bounced off my head instead. I don't know if that's if you're facing the other way. Okay. Oh wait, almost forgot to drop it. Okay, yeah, there's a double single boo. Uh-oh. Can I still grab it? Yeah. Somehow that doesn't actually seem like the optimal time to go through. Okay, we're here again, but I feel like it's going to be highly likely that I can... Let's make sure I drop it. Ooh, that is going to be hard. How am I supposed to do this? Oh, we did it. Like that, I guess. Hey! Smiles! And we get the top of the flagpole! Woohoo! And we did it with the shield! Yes! That means we can have a classic victory! Woohoo! Actually, I don't ever think I do this, but we can have a victory that involves a sword. Hey, and we got the first clear too! Imagine that.
Number 4.
At the peak of my skill would be blue platforms when it comes to TP. Not to say that I'm particularly good at them compared to others, but that's just where my peak is probably. A 9 that would be any kind of slow precision or word precision, I would be toast at. Like this, again, is probably maximum a 3. I'm guessing. And it's probably going to take me longer than a 4 blue platform level would. Mostly because of these last couple jumps. This one... Now that I'm doing that as a min jump, it's not so bad. Okay.
Number 3.
There we go. Come on, please be the end. Ho ho ho! Wow! It actually could have been a troll.
Number 2.
Oh gosh, maybe I will end up going slightly longer. I'm gonna regret this. I feel such a huge desire to just beat that now. It might not be too bad. Oh wow, that was lucky. Oh my gosh, we did it just before 2! Yes! Oh my gosh, that was such a good level. Oh my goodness.
And number 1.
Did the part that seemed hard, but now that last one, the last jump seems like it's gonna be the hardest. There's that level that's frozen plus something else after it. It's crazy. In the pipe. Oh gosh. Bam. I'm so curious what the third section's gonna be like. Gosh, that was such a save. 9 attempts. Oh, I don't know if that's fast enough. Yes! Oh my god, we finally got here! Oh my gosh! Oh man, yes! Oh, let's just add to the denominator a little bit. Oh man, finally section 2 is done! Oh man, oh gosh. Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, I can see how, I mean, I was floored by this section before and maybe a little more upset last stream than I should have been, but like practicing a little bit and getting the maneuver down and then doing it is a lot easier, but getting there so infrequently and practicing, that was really rough. So finally we're here. Finally. Is it too quick? It's funny you should mention it. I mean, I was really enjoying the previous section. I thought it was really fun. The momentum was really great. But it just is, like, this section, I'm sure it's going to be even more fun. So I'm just so happy to be out of this section too, so that I can finally experience whatever the heck this is. Okay, I don't think, is this even hard? There we go. Yay! Oh, we did it! Yes! Oh man, we beat it! Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht, haben Sie alle eine prismatische Nacht. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that because... No, I think it would have been that high anyway, because I spent a long time on it before. Great level. It was a great level indeed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I finally beat it. I'm glad it also didn't take a half an hour at that part. I feel like that was maybe closer to 10 minutes or something.
And there we go, that was the top 12 from the last month. Now, as usual, we like to go through a bit of a retrospective in terms of why the levels appeared in the order that they did. So therefore, we'll start with number 5, which is the Silly Sea Shenanigans by Battle Boomer. This was a particularly difficult level because I am not particularly good at water levels. Even though it's relatively short, you just have to go through 2 boo rings. It was relatively difficult to swim through those various rings with and without the POW, and then being able to do what was actually not too difficult of a drop with the POW at the end, but this was something that was well beyond my normal skill range with regards to water levels, so as a result I decided to put it in number 5. Followed by Big Boss Man. I am particularly bad when it comes to word precision levels, of which there's been a lot this month, and I foresee a lot for the next foreseeable future. This one was very difficult time to time the cannonballs with the typical word precision, but it made it a lot more fun, given that it had a bit more of a flowy nature to it, because you always had to do 2 movements in one rather than just one at a time. The next level, Squid Brett, is another one where this is with ice physics, which I haven't had to do much in a while, and when I started playing this level I was like, oh wait, this might be not the kind of level that I'll actually be able to beat, but after having enough tenacity we were able to play it long enough to eventually get pretty consistent at the various tricks that were in the level until we managed to get through the door and actually won, surprisingly. Then there was Mitosis. This one I nearly was falling asleep for. I think we had finished beating it at 2 in the morning. This is a fairly long grind, sort of at the very end of the stream, but it was a really fun level, really good blue platform level. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it was harder than I made it look, but it was a reasonably difficult level, which is as a result I decided to put it as number 2. And finally, number 1. So I had originally created Silent Night, Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht, Perige Nacht, as well as some other levels in my course maker which I've never uploaded, which are meant to be part of the Heilige Nacht series. And now I managed to get a wonderfully, beautifully designed level by Foxmaker, which was a dedication level to the Silent Night series, or Stille Nacht series I should say. This was a very, very fun level. There was a particular part of it which I complained a little bit too much, but I must admit, I'm pretty sure at this point I can safely say with all honesty that this was the most fun level I have played of Fox, given that after having beaten it, most of the levels I've played, I've been like, okay, I'm content. I do not need to play this level again. I already played this level. I did the thing. I won. I'm done. But with this one, I could actually literally see myself playing it again. It was very fun. Lots of really, really fun momentum maneuvers and very, very satisfying tricks to get through. I thoroughly enjoyed getting through this level, through each section. And by the way, I am so happy to be out of section 2. Having to do the ground pound and the twirls. Oh, sorry, wrong level. Having to do the timing of the buttons and like trying to make it so that I could get through that tiny little gap at the end. I mean, that was so much fun, but I was so happy to be able to see what was happening in the next section and be able to have this be a proud number 1 for this video. Thank you very much for the dedication to the series for this level. Thank you everybody for the patience of having watched the videos and myself on Twitch all these weeks, months, or even years. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll see how high this appears on the yearvid. Have yourselves a great day. Cheers.